Hope you all stay safe in home. I'm your social teacher. My name is Saranya. Today we'll continue the lesson. The lesson is what, where, how, and when. First one, finding out the past. There are several ways of finding out about the past. One is to search for and read books that were written long ago. They are called manuscripts because they have written by hand. Which are written by hand, we are called as manuscripts. Next, manuscripts. These are usually written on palm leaves. See the picture? This is the palm leaf or on the specially prepared bark of a tree known as the bridge, which grows in the Himalayas. Over the years, many manuscripts were eaten away by insects. See the picture, it was damaged and destroyed. But many have survived, often preserved in temples and monasteries. So many of them they have stored in temples and monasteries. These books dealt with all kinds of subjects, religious beliefs and practice, the lives of kings, medicines and science. Besides, there were epics, poems, plays. Many of these were written in Sanskrit. See the picture? That is Sanskrit, which is similar to Hindi. Other were Prakrit. This is Prakrit language. And Tamil. We can also study inscriptions. There are writing on relatively hard surface such as stone or metals. Okay, sometimes kings got their orders inscribed so that people could see, read, and obey them. There were the other kinds of inscriptions as well, where men and women, including kings and queens, recorded what they did. For example, kings often kept record of victory in a battle. Like we are writing diary, right? Like that, king also make some record of their battle victories. Next, can you think of the advantages of writing on a hard surface? So, it writing on a hard surface advantages, it will be remain. How many years will go? It will remain. And what could have been the difficulties? To write on the hard surfaces, very difficulties. There were many old other things that were made and used in the past. Those who study these objects are called archaeologists, who will search the things which were used in the past, like bricks, paintings, and sculptures. They also explore and excavate, which are the things under the earth surface, like tools, weapons, pots, pans, ornaments, and coins. Some of these objects may be made up of stones, other of bones, and of baked clays or metals. So they are made up of hard, impreservable substance. Usually survive for long time. These things will survive for long time. Next, archaeologists also look for bones of animals, birds, and fishes. To find out what people ate in the past, plant remains survive for more rarely. If seeds of grain or piece of wood have been burnt, they survived in the charted form. Do you think cloth is found frequently by archaeologists? Most of the times. Historians, that is, scholars who study the past, often use the word source to protect to refer to the information found from manuscripts, inscriptions, and archaeology. One source or found, learning about the past become an adventure, so they will have more interest to know about that as we reconcile it bit by bit. So, historians and archaeologists are like detectives. You know who is detective? Who always find out for small clue to find out that. So, we came to know about our past with the help of the archaeologists. Next, one past or many. Did you notice the title of the book? Our pasts. It is in a plural form to attention of the facts that past was different for different group of peoples. Each one doesn't have same past. Each one have different paths, right? Like that, in past also they have different pasts. Herders and farmers were different from those of kings and queens. The lives of merchant were different from those of craft persons, and so on. Also, as it true even today, people follow different practices and customs in different parts. So, all peoples are doing same for? No, they are doing different works. Next, of the country, for example, today most of the people living in the Andaman Islands get their own food by fishing, hunting, and collecting forest produce. So, in the islands, how they will get food from hunting and fishing, they will get some food. Like that only in the past also they depends on. In city, they each one will depends on others. We are depending on farmers, right? Like that. Besides, there is another kind of difference. We know a great deal about kings and the battles they fought because they kept records of their victories. As I told earlier, kings will maintain some records. So, through that records, we came to know about them. But, like merchants, hunters, fishing, gatherers, they will not use records to maintain. So how we will know about them? With the help of the archaeologist. But we know very little about them. There are many things we doesn't know about them. Next, what do dates mean? Somebody asks you the date, you will probably mention the day, month, and year. 2000 and something. These years are counted from the date generally assigned to the birth of Jesus Christ. So it will depend on the birth of the Jesus Christ, who is the who is the founder of Christianity. So 2000 years means 2000 years after the birth of Christ. All dates before the birth of Christ are counted backward. Usually have the letters BC. BC means before Christ. Like this, we are using the dates. Next, we'll see the letter meanings of the dates. BC means before Christ. AD, we use AD, that is Anno Domini, meaning in the year of the Lord. Lord means Christ. So we can use for 2012 AD. Sometimes CE we can see. CE means common era. BCE means before common era. Like that we are using dates to mention the years. BP also we can. BP means before present. Okay, childrens. Here is some language they have used before. We have seen that inscriptions are inscribed on hard surface. This is the inscription. They have mentioned one symbol for one letters, like tiger for L, bird for A, like that. They have mentioned one letters. So using the symbols and letters, we came to know what they are trying to say. So, like Egyptian also used the symbols and letters. Lion stood for L, bird for A, like that. They have understand this with the help of who knows about Greeks and who knows about Egyptians. They helps to find out the words. Okay, childrens. Like that, they have understood the sentence in the inscriptions. That's all this class lesson section. Childrens, thank you. Stay home, stay safe.